It's me, that is I am. And today I'm going to be doing Hiding Behind the Title, Part 2. But it's going to be about accountability in Yasharel. What 14? All right. Now, without further ado, I have held the encounter of a face-to-face, right, with another Akkadi. Now, as some of you may know and have witnessed, that we have vast number of Israelite men and women who are lacking accountability because it can be seen through their works on social media. And sometimes we're not seeing them at all. Now, what is accountability? Accountability is the fact or condition of being accountable, hence responsibility. Okay? Now, what is an accountability partner? An accountability partner is someone who helps you make progress towards your goals by providing motivation and support. They can help you with a variety of things, including studying more regularly, meeting important milestones, and overcoming negative thoughts. Accountability partners can be friends, family members, classmates, colleagues, or even virtual groups. When choosing a partner, it's best to look for someone who shares your interests and is trustworthy, dependable, and committed to helping you. You can also consider joining a community of like-minded people who are working towards uplifting the Most High Yahuwah as yourself. With that being stated, family, have you yourself been in a situation in this truth where you are reaching out to help your brethren as directed by the Most High Yah? And for some reason, that ak or a coot now you are reaching out to slaps your hand away and even takes the time out to insult you on social media. Sounds familiar, huh? All right now. The old us would be like, find your own way then. Find it out the hard way. I don't care. But you are then directed by the Elohim Yahuwah to educate this person on your life, what standpoint you are coming from via the situation. And besides, you are offering a hand because another ak or a kook looks up to this person in a high regard. And believe it or not, that display of your honesty and vulnerability was too insulted and met with a public post calling you a hater. Sad. But let's jump into some precepts, shall we? First, precept is coming from our law now, which is Leviticus 25:35. And it states from the Torah, if your brother comes poor and cannot maintain himself with you, you shall support him as though he were a stranger and a sojourner, and he shall live with you. Deuteronomy 15:7 from the Torah, and it states, if among you one of your brothers should become poor in any of your towns within your land that the Elohim Yahuwah is giving you, you shall not harden your heart or shut your hand against your poor brother. Deuteronomy 15:11. And the Torah states, for there will never cease to be poor in the land. Therefore, I command you, you shall open wide your hand to your brother, to the needy, and to the poor in your land. And our next precept is going to come from Zechariah 7, 9 through 10. And it states, not the widow, nor the fatherless, nor the stranger, or the poor, and let none of you imagine evil against your brethren in your hearts, calling it true judgment, mercy, and compassion, every man his brother. Now, family, those are some powerful precepts for today's lesson. Now, as the law has ordered us all to help our fellow brethren as though they were a stranger or a sojourner, with these laws and commandments now kept in mind, we have to show them in action. Okay? Earlier, I stated that I was met with a slap on the hand by offering guidance to a fellow Israelite Akati in the Torah and Tanakh community. This offering of accountability was suggested by my better half, and I acted as he allowed me to do so. The images that are placed on the screen will be read aloud in order as everything has occurred, one by one. Let's begin. And let me sip some of my coffee because it's a long read, family. I got a lot to tell. Torah. Exhibit 1. In Messenger, I wrote at 9:25 p.m. August 21st of the year 2024, this current year. Shalom, beautiful Akati. I pray all is well. I don't mean to intrude, but I was wanting to lend some insight to you in regards to a post that came down my timeline from you. I do understand it was last month, which this post was made July 31st. However, the post from what I see is a bit inappropriate, as this is the same post modern day women pose as to present themselves to include their body to the public for views. Before I came into the truth, I was the same type of way, repeatedly in the mirror with puckered lips, thinking this is a cute pic for all to view. Now, family, I'm going to continue my message, but I do want to insert this. Why would I share information about myself to another cop if I'm not, in fact, trying to show her where I came from to whom I am now? Okay, let's continue. But as I walked more in depth with the Most High Yahuwah, those things began to change over time. Not 15 to 20 something years, but over time. And things change when you read. Keep that in mind, family. Now, I don't know exactly how long you have been in the truth, and I can almost guarantee longer than me. But if you would be accepting, I would like to be an accountability partner to you. We, as Akatis in this truth, need to stick together and offer encouragement to one another. I understand the social media thing gets hard and challenging when you're trying to promote for Yahuwah, because we have Baal Peor worshipers against us, and they're getting extended amount of attraction. But we need to hold on to overcome. I do pray this is received well, beloved. You are cared about. Now, family, that message was typed by yours truly, by Zion. And that message was not only overseen, but it was pre-read, before it was sent by my ish. God. Furthermore, this sister whom I did reach out to is not a personal friend of mine who is someone whom I would speak to and know on a consistent basis. However, I did find a time to acknowledge some posts, and those that I did see that are inappropriate, I did inform my ish, being he has a closer relationship with the Sakati. Now I'm going to continue. And also, I stated to her, the post I'm referring to, beloved, and then I sent her the screenshot of the post with the image. Now, once again, that was at 9:25 p.m. Okay. She responded at 2:32 a.m., which is the next day, so that would be August 22nd, 2024, today. All right, stating, Shalom, I have been in this truth 31 years, and I am 52 years old. I noticed you sent me a friend request, but you never interact with me. Did you just send me the friend request to stalk my page? Now, with me reading that, which I woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning and I read that, right? Me reading that, I'm like, stalk your page. No, definitely not. Second of all, you stated that you've been in the truth for 31 years, God. So, if you've been in the truth for 31 years, as concrete and as loyal to the Most High Yah as you are now, why do you feel like someone who just stepped into Torah and Tanakh, whether it been a year or 2 years, whatever the case may be, or in the truth journey, why do you feel like they cannot correct you on pictures like this? Why do you feel that you're in the truth community that you can post pictures like this? Everybody knows a thirst trap when they see one. And that is a thirst trap. And your response to me, Akati, was very disrespectful. I lended my hand out to help you as something that my ish told me it was okay to do when I asked him to talk to you first. Now, let me back it up a little bit. I will say this, Akati, Chanah Yisrael, and I do pray I'm not messing up your name. But if I am, please forgive me. Now, it is me who's been looking at certain things that you posted on social media. Of course, loving what I felt is appropriate. Now, it's also been me that has spoken to my ish, telling him to keep an eye on you because you're getting too familiar with the camera. I understand you may be desperate to get views. I understand you may be desperate to get attention. I understand this walk in the truth to promote Yah on social media is hard. I understand that. But what I do not understand is someone to say, oh, I have these many years in the truth, thinking they cannot be re-educated by someone who has not had 31 years in the truth. When it comes to an old dog, you can teach an old dog new tricks. You can. Now, Akati, am I calling you a dog? No, I'm not. What I am pretty much stating to you is where you threw the age thing. That's why I'm breaking the barrier down it to help you understand that. Now, you may or you may have not now seen my hiding behind the title part 1 with another female Israelite. Okay? Now, from that, I have learned by listening to different Torah teachings or whatnot from different mores that it takes nothing but a phone call or a text message if you see someone acting out of character or not on the correct path to the Most High to reach out to them, to help them correct themselves. I received that message when I was in a Sabbath class, Con. So with me using the same knowledge and the same tool that I was able to receive from that moray on his teaching, I decided to implement that into you. But what did you do? You slapped my hand. You turned my hand away. You called me a stalker. But by far, why do I need to stalk you? There's nothing worth stalking there. I don't need to do that. But let's continue, because since you blocked me, Akati, you don't know what I responded to you in the messenger when I woke up at 6 something in the morning, okay? Let's continue. My response to your message was this at 6:11 a.m. today now, still today. Absolutely not, beloved. I sent you a Facebook request to add more like-minded Torah and Tanakh people only to my page, being that you are friends of my Ish, whom speaks very highly of you. I didn't think it would be a problem to do so. Not at all. Nor did I believe it would be an issue to send you the message in the kindest way possible to inform you of what I have noticed. However, my dear, I am far from a stalker, nor am I the type to seek validation from others, beloved, as you clearly are displaying. If I have offended you by my previous message, then I do apologize. But how can you walk in this truth without being mindful that someone one day now, and this might be your day, Akati, will send you a message regarding something they may have noticed to possibly be a problem, current day or future pretense. We are called to help one another, which I just read in the laws for you. That's why I offered my hand in the accountability part. I also asked my Ish to reach out to you, but he thought it would be a good idea for me to do so. And let me interject right there, family. A lot of our Torah and Tanakh men, they prefer not to go into an inbox of an Akati and speak to her directly about what she is doing that is not in fulfillment of the Most High Yah, because it is met with a lot of strife, a lot of argument, and a lot of backlash to the disrespectful words. So if an Ak has a Isha, Khan, and he is overseeing the way that Isha is communicating with the Akati, then what's the issue? It shouldn't be no issue. But you would be upset, and not just you, Akati, Chanah Yisrael, but other sisters as well. You would be upset for a man to come into your inbox to tell you about what you're doing on social media, the poses that you're making on social media, the thirst traps that you're setting up on social media, being hence a stumbling block for our Israelite men. And if it's not even about being a stumbling block for the Israelite man, it's about you having little respect for yourself because you want attention, because you just became a public figure. So let's get that right. I just had to make sure you knew about that little tad bit. Let's continue. Apparently, he was mistaken, which I will inform him of Vakati. However, word of advice, beautiful. Don't allow the views on social media attention to go to your head or turn away from the Most High Yah just for views. I've seen it too many times. Please remember that it is a possibility, baby. Which, no, I didn't call her baby, but it is a possibility. Yahweh is sending someone to tap you on your shoulders now before you crash out to turn back around. Shalom, Barakah. I felt personally that very first message was very smooth. My issue felt like that very first message was very smooth, being that he oversaw it. But what I received, and I won't even up, and I received this at 2 something in the morning, was that because you felt like somebody was attacking you. No, ma'am, nobody's attacking you at all. Mm-mm. Now, let's continue, family, because it gets juicier. Now, that was a message, as I just stated, as an intercation, on Facebook. As I just read for you, as well, displayed on my screen, so y'all know I ain't just coming up with no BS. Now, remind you that was after 6 a.m. when I responded. So, I happened to go on Facebook itself and notice the same Akati, Chanah Yisrael, posted a thought on her wall now and had the nerve to et the world, which makes it visible to me, even though she unfriended herself. Sad, very unfortunate. And this post is displayed as Exhibit 2. She put now, if you don't like the things, pictures, or better yet, don't like me, please don't send me a friend request just to be in my DM with undercover haterism. Woo, baby, that took me out my seat. Now, Akat, Chanah Yisrael, please inform me what you have or what you could acquire that I would be a hater of. Not a daggone thing. Not at all. I can 99.9% tell you I'm not a hater. Once again, I reacted out of love to help you, to offer, help to you, as I'm commanded to do while in this walk, in this truth with the Most High Yahweh. Now, I do understand where you may probably think in your mind that someone of my age cannot tell you, someone of your age, because you clearly stated you're 52, right? When I never put that out there about my age, but you probably are looking at it like, this young girl can't tell me anything, can't tell me how to live my life, can't do this, can't do that, da 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 da.
Facts.
That's by far why, like I stated before, on my part one, some of you faking Israelite women are making the Israelite women who actually walk in this walk look bad by the things that you are posting, the things that you are displaying in the public eyes. Now, I have been your friend long enough, I believe probably like a month or two, to actually see what your feed is all about on Facebook. It's a lot of seeking validation there, from what I've noticed. And that's not a good look. Why, Akati, do you feel like you need validation from anyone other than the Most High? The Most High, Yah, is your spiritual charger. The Most High, Yah, is your confidant whenever you're going through something. Salakia. Okay? The Most High, Yah, is your Folgers in your cup. Okay? And the Most High, Yah, is your umbrella. Your umbrella, even with or without a cover. And one more thing for you. The Most High, Yah, will send you a message. If it's somewhere that you're dwindling off onto another path, he'll send you a message. Now, you may think of this message, and let me be very, very, very specific for you, sister. This message right now on this podcast, it has your name on it, your mailing address, and a postal stamp. So this is directed to you. Just so you know. I'm not sending any envelopes out with ain't nobody name on it. I don't do that. No. Now, let me continue. Yah will send you someone to send you a message. Okay? Now, that message may not be a message that you want to hear, a message that's going to soothe you, a message that's going to tickle your ears. It may not be that message, Akati, and that is fine. But medicine never tastes good when it's going down your throat. Okay? Now, I really hope you get that. Now, what I will tell you in conclusion to my video, Akati, wherever Y4T, the royal family, is at, and you decide that you need help with promotions, whether that be on YouTube or on Facebook, your services are no longer needed. So I do wish you the best on your journey in this truth, Akati. And I do pray that you have learned a valuable lesson from this podcast about accountability and having an accountability partner. So please, once again, be mindful of what you are posting on social media, whether it be Facebook, whether it be Twitter, whether it be Instagram, anything where it is social media platform for you to gain views and gain attention. Please be mindful. You are to be set apart. You are not like the rest. There's no reason that I would have came to you if it wasn't ordered or asked of me to do so. Not only by my ish, but also commanded by the Most High Yah to have my hand out to help my brethren. I love you. I do. But once again, your services with Y4T are no longer needed. Shalom, Barakai.